Look alive, sunshine. 109 in the sky, but the pigs won't quit. You're here with me.
Hey, welcome back to Tonzafun Reviews. I'm your host, Tonzafunosaur. Just call me Tons. Beautiful creatures! You know they're making this into a movie? A brief summary is basically something like this. Ethan Waite lives in a small town of Gatlin in South Carolina. The story kicks off with a bang. Magic! It starts out with a bad dream that Ethan is having of himself and this strange girl falling into darkness. Supernatural romance. Supernatural romance. You can kind of see where it's going. So a couple days into school, Ethan is, normal, until Mr. Ravenwood, the town's Boo Radley, has his niece come to school. Magic! Of course, the niece is the girl that Ethan has been dreaming about. So he immediately tries to connect with her, but of course, because she's related to the town outcast, all of the popular girls are really catty towards her. No one can get away with that obvious level of cattiness. Ever. He figures out that she's a witch, part of a family of casters that either on their 16th birthday either turn light or dark. In her family, apparently, you don't really get a choice. It's chosen for you by some unseen force. I'm evil all of a sudden. Let's go kill some people. I'd like to save the world. We'll start with a canned food drive. So basically, this entire story is about Ethan and the girl, Lena is her name, trying to find out a way to save her from turning dark. Some things I did like about this book. I loved all the descriptions of food. When I read books and they start going into food and I start salivating at the mouth. In fact, if I were to say what kind of book Beautiful Creatures is, I'd say that it was a love child of City of Bones and The Help, because it involves magic and a lot of southern cooking. Some things I didn't like about this book. Everyone is white. And there were inconsistencies. There was this one scene where she was laying backwards on his lap, looking up at him, okay? In the next line, she was leaning up against his chest, talking to him. If I had someone sitting on me that was this wiggly, I'd be like, you know what, sit over here, we'll talk at a distance. Also, there was this one part, let me read this to you. Marion snapped her umbrella shut. I don't believe Martin Luther King Jr. went to Harvard, she said. Mr. Hollingsworth spoke up authoritatively. The fact remains that according to witnesses, Mr. Keynes pulled the fire alarm, resulting in thousands of dollars in damages to Jackson High School property, and pushed Miss Asher off the stage, resulting in injuries to Miss Asher. Based on these events alone, we have grounds to expel her. Marion sighed loudly, snapping her umbrella shut. I rest my case. Overall, out of 5 stars, I would give this a 2.76. If we're going to get specific. A 2.76 specifically, because it was very good on creating its ideas and sticking to them and making sure that there was a wide variety of that sort of idea, like a potluck almost of their idea, and the way that everyone's powers sort of worked helped with the plot mostly. 2.76. If you're curious and you like supernatural romances, I highly encourage you to read this. It's just like all the rest of them, except a little bit more original and a little bit better written.